Large number of quarantine camps are established in Nepal using schools. This is an example of high school turned quarantine facility at a remote part of Nepal. Initially it was estimated to be used for only 10 people, but on its maximum capacity there were about 100 people in this quarantine facility. This is a single restroom. On a maximum uses about 80 people use this single toilet on a day. The drinking water is quite unsafe. People drink water directly from rain, and this is the kitchen. Now it is locked. So overall the sanitation is quite poor. So this is the status of quarantine camps in most part of the Nepal. This is the situation of quarantine rooms. School desks and benches are turned into quarantine facilities. Look at the sanitation and hygiene.
In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, a lockdown was adopted by Government of India and subsequently by Government of Nepal on 24th of March 2020. There is a large population of Nepal that works and lives in India as migrant workers, especially from the mid and far western regions of Nepal. To limit the spread of disease with cross-border migration, Government of Nepal adopted quarantine measures. Schools, temples, and public spaces at the border between India and Nepal were converted into temporary makeshift quarantine camps. These camps were overpopulated to a point inhibiting social distancing measures. Further, basic amenities including shelter and hygiene, sanitation were in a deplorable state. There was very limited medical attention, and this led to delay in diagnosis and adverse clinical events, including death. There were social adverse events like rape and suicides. So these quarantine camps were in a very deplorable state, reflecting a state of despondence. With this letter to the editor, we'd like to draw attention of the policymakers and large humanitarian agencies to recognize social problems in relation to cross-border migration amidst global crisis. It does not only include pandemics or epidemics. Similar crisis is seen during natural calamities or violence or significant political events. I think social and humanitarian problems in relation to cross-border migration is an area that needs to be recognized and addressed by governments, policymakers, and humanitarian organizations.